The first time I heard the sitar, it changed my life forever. I was a freshman at Southwestern University, a small school right smack in the middle of Texas. I was so captivated by the sound of the instrument, so intrigued by its beauty, that I dedicated the next 22 years of my life to learning and playing it. You might even call me a sitar evangelist. And why not? I mean, look at the thing. It's beautiful. And the range of the instrument, I mean, it can go from calm, soothing meditation to full-on face-melting licks at 400 beats per minute that could only be described as straight-up super shreddy. Now, the sitar is from India, and it's used to play Hindustani music, the classical music of northern India. Now, I use air quotes around the word classical because unlike Western classical music, Hindustani music is not set in stone. It's not based on compositions that are hundreds of years old. This is improvisational music. Hindustani music is based on ragas, and ragas are like melodic themes that you improvise off of. The raga sets the scale, the mood, the vibe, if you will, and the musician is then free to explore musical ideas within that structure. And there are ragas for everything, for every emotion you can think of, for every season of the year, even for every time of day. If you want to build a fire, there's a raga for that. If you want to make it rain and put your fire out, there's a raga for that. And because this is improvisational music, it's changing in real time, such that no two performances, even of the same raga, are ever alike. This is music that's truly of and for the present moment. Now, you might take a look at the sitar and think, whoa, that is an ancient instrument. But compared to the violin, for example, which took shape some 480 some odd years ago and changed very little since, the sitar is downright contemporary. Sitars didn't even appear until after the Mughal period, right at the end of the 18th century. And early sitars looked very little like their modern-day counterparts, and they've gone through countless transformations over the years. Its most recent incarnation occurred only in the 1940s. At that time, two young maestros, Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Valaya Khan, each set out to design their own version of the sitar to suit their unique styles of playing. And ever since then, pretty much every sitar that you see today is based primarily on one of these two designs. The other thing that Ravi Shankar and Valaya Khan did was they took those sitars with them outside of India and inspired countless musicians scattered across the globe to pick up a sitar and give it a try. Now, the sitar is a temperamental beast. Its delicate body, made of wood and gourds, creaks and warps at the slightest change of temperature and humidity. Its tuning pegs, all 20 of them, held in place with nothing more than friction and a prayer, violently pop out of tune at the faintest breeze. The bridge wears itself down in a matter of weeks, transforming your sweet sitar sound into a buzzy, dissonant mess. And God forbid anything should break on the instrument. You see, sitars are handmade out of materials of varying proportion. So each piece of the sitar is custom fitted to that particular instrument. And if any of those parts break, well, you need a skilled craftsman to be able to repair it. And of course, all those skilled craftsmen live in India. So if anything goes wrong in any other part of the world, well, as they say in Texas, it's enough to make an armadillo cry. Well, having dealt with these issues for the past couple decades, I've come to realize modern technology could go a long way towards improving the instrument. So I've designed my own take on the sitar. Using composite materials, standardized dimensions, and adjustable, replaceable components, it's a sitar that can be played and maintained by anyone, anywhere. Using carbon fiber for the body, a material that's proven itself in cellos and violins for years. The sitar can now be lighter, smaller, and more durable while sounding just as good, if not better, than traditional instruments. By using modern-day machine tuners, the strings can be more easily and more accurately tuned, and better yet, they'll stay in tune. And by standardizing the dimensions, parts can now be swapped out and easily replaced if ever they fail. And these are just a few of the many innovations I've included in this new design. You see, Hindustani music is music of the present moment. So it demands instruments that are at the cutting edge. It's my hope that by designing an instrument that's easier to maintain, sounds great, and is more durable, it'll encourage a new generation to pick up the sitar and explore the rich tradition of Hindustani music and keep on shredding into the 21st century. Thank you.